Hi everybody, it's that time of month again. Wow, that was like really like I'll let you know what I've watched this month. I've just realised this lipstick. It looks like I've just put foundation on my lips. It's really awkward. It's like a sparkly gold. It's definitely not. Ignore it. Just ignore it. I ain't changed it. It's really moisturising though. Anyway, right. I'm gonna be honest. Once it hit about mid-November, I didn't watch much. I mean, I say I didn't watch much. I've watched a lot of Christmas films, but that's a separate video. Because, yeah, there's a lot of them. And I've got a lot to say about them. So yeah, and because I'm a Celeb's been on as well, that has taken up every evening as well. So not only am I watching I'm a Celeb, that takes up a lot of the evening. I've just got to do something really quickly. Oh, got to plug in the baby monitor. Whoopsie. Oh dear. Why am I singing? I actually cannot get it. There we go. Lovely, because otherwise that's going to start beeping mid-video. And then that was going to have to happen again. But yeah, you're sitting on a radiator in case you was wondering what all that clanking was. Yeah, so I haven't watched much. But what I did watch, I think with I'm a Celeb on, me watching a lot of Christmas films, I found it really difficult to get into other things this month. And then because I also finished two other series, or seasons and series, which I'll go through, I didn't want to watch. I couldn't get in the mood of watching anything else. So yeah. But first thing I did finish, I finished I've got my little book down here so I can remember. I finished season 7 of the Goldbergs. Now E4 messed us around so much. We were getting episodes here, there and everywhere. It stopped randomly mid-season. It wasn't even a mid-season break. It was past that point. And yeah, they just stopped it during lockdown. And same with Schooled. Bearing in mind at this point all the episodes had aired in the USA. So it's kind of like, well, what's going on? There was so much mess going on with it. And they'd messed up so many other shows as well by this point. Like Batwoman was messed up. Supernatural was messed up. Like everything was just getting messed up on E4 at the time. I don't know whether it was lockdown, contracts, whatever, I don't know. But it needs to get sorted out for next season, hopefully. But yeah, I did finish season 7 of the Goldbergs. Good season finale. I'm not sure about on the Ren character with Barry. They are cute together, but I think because you like, Barry and Lanny, because you like them together, it's a bit like, I don't know. But then when you're watching School, you want Lanny to get with the other guy, so I don't know. But it's still good fun. I have heard some rumours that apparently the next season's not as good, because I think Adam Goldberg's actually left or isn't producing it or something anymore. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Goldbergs is one of them shows that's very underrated. I feel like not enough people talk about it, when really it has got a lot of heart in it and things like that, and I think people do need to check it out if they haven't. I don't know if all of it's on there, but a lot of it is on E4, or like on the Channel 4 player, so definitely check that out if you can. But it's definitely worth a watch. So in my last what I watched video in October, my son's stirring. He literally just went to sleep. Is he gonna wake up? No. It gets really intense. You're like, is he gonna wake up? No, I don't think so. Anyway, so I spoke about this in my what I watched in October, and I'd started finishing CSI Cyber, so I was on season 2, and I did actually finish it. So I watched 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I had 12 episodes left, and I watched all 12 of them. It was good. I always used to say CSI Cyber was my favourite out of the CSIs, and I don't think it is anymore. But they did have this really good, what was his name? Python, who was like this like serial killer, hacker killer person that ran through the whole thing, season 2, and it was actually quite a good serial killer. It reminded me of the one from Bynes, the one that used to drill the, what's it called, coding onto the Bynes. I can't remember his name now, but they kind of remind me of that. It wasn't as intense, but I did like it because there was a few like little twists and turns that like went into the other characters and that with it. It's a shame that it did get cancelled, because there was, I think, this CSI Cyber had a lot more personal connections with the characters compared to the other shows. I think that may be why I quite liked it, because there was a lot more, you got involved in the characters a lot more other than just the crime. But I think that's because it's cyber, there was less to do. I don't know, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I've got one of the CSIs completely out of the way now, and I've still got the other 3 to focus on. But I have heard rumours that it's coming back, and I'm actually really excited about that, because usually I'm like, no, don't reboot things, but this year I'm like, yes, I will take CSI back. So I watched a little bit more of Prodigal Son. We've got 3 more episodes left. We're just very behind. I think we've got like 2 episodes that are on record, and we haven't watched them because like, I'm a celeb and things like that. But still really into that show. I feel like it's not getting enough credit. I feel like more people need to get into it, but I don't know whether that's because I've never watched things like The Blacklist, The Following, which are all very similar. Like, someone's a serial killer, someone's working with them. But I feel like there's a bit more to it, because there's a lot of like stuff. Wait, is it Malcolm? I'm literally the worst person with character names, but yeah, he's very traumatised by what happened, like when he was a kid. So I think that's really working in well with the storyline. You don't know what completely is going on, and there was a really good revelation in the last episode we watched with his girlfriend. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's all on Now TV. I don't know how long it's on there for, but it's on there at the moment. So I definitely recommend popping that on and giving that a watch. So we've been carrying on with Supernatural. We watched 2, 4, 6, 8 episodes this month. Because 4 Music, I don't know why it's on 4 Music now, but 4 Music is playing it every 2 episodes every week, and they are literally, it's the last season, and they are going out with a bang. Like, we're literally getting so many good little storylines going on. You're getting invested. Sam's got like a love interest with Eileen, and they're really sweet together. I've tried to stay away from so many spoilers from the last episode, because like I don't know, I don't want to know, but I know I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry my eyes out. But yeah, literally it feels like it's going back to the old kind of episodes, like, because it was around about like season 7, season 8, they kind of lost their footing a little bit, and you was a bit like, oh, can't really be bothered. But I stuck with it because I knew it's such a great show, and I did love the characters and that, and yeah, literally it's great. Oh, I'm not going to say any spoilers, but like what Rowena becomes as well, perfect for a character. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, so really enjoying that. Yeah, oh, also I haven't watched anything this month. I need to write that down. But apparently The Walking Dead season 10 has been extended another 6 episodes, and then because obviously they announced season 11 is going to be the last season, but they're splitting that in half over 2 years like they did with Game of Thrones. But apparently they're extending Walking Dead for another like 6 episodes or something. Why? We don't need any more. We're literally just holding on just slightly. They are milking that cow till it's dry. Like, I've got to finish it. I've got to stay with it. It was a show that I loved once. Don't love it anymore. There's just too much of it. Unless they're going to get something to really invest us in, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. So, what else did I watch this month? Oh, I started back with Last Man Standing with the idea that I was going to catch up completely with Last Man Standing and finish season 8. So I think season 9's been announced as the final season, and I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna get through it and do it. And I binged 4 episodes in one night and then didn't go back to it. And I think that might have been because I got invested in the Christmas films, or I can't remember. But I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was just like, oh. But yeah, I didn't finish that. But I did, like, I've done a couple of episodes to catch up with Blue Bloods and The Flash. Like, I haven't really done much. And, oh! I finished season 4 of Younger. Okay, we need to talk about this because I was annoyed at the season 4 finale because it was just a wedding. So you've got the whole thing with Charles going on where you don't know if Liza and Charles are going to get together. They definitely like each other. And then she just ends up in Ireland for Josh's wedding. And, like, nothing really came of what was going on throughout the season. Obviously, I know it's going to carry on because I know I'm 2 more seasons behind. But I'm waiting for Comedy Central to pop it on. There's no dates yet for it to come on, so yeah, hopefully they do, because they've been showing it at like midnight, so I don't know if it's like a big investment for them or not. But yeah, it just kind of, there was no, if that show got cancelled then and there, there was no fulfillment or anything in a cliffhanger to kind of make you go like that. There was nothing there. It was just Liza went to help Josh get his girlfriend get a green card at this wedding, and the only kind of thing you got from it is Charles might go back to his wife, and that he wanted to text Liza and then never did. So there wasn't, and that didn't make you go, oh, I need to know what happens. But I mean, I'm still very invested, and I kind of do know what happens between them anyway, so it's fine. But from the actual season, I didn't get that. So I've been rewatching Sister Sister. Now that kind of stopped when I got invested in the Christmas films. But yeah, Sister Sister is back on Netflix. If you've never watched it, watch it, because this was like my childhood. This is what I watched throughout my childhood. It was like that, Kenan and Kel, Saved by the Bell, like all the stuff like that. That is what I watched when I was a kid. And you don't realise that there's a lot of jokes that went over your head when you was little. So it's so much fun to watch it again, because I thought it was like a kids show, but it's not. It's a family show, and yeah, a lot of jokes do go over your head. So I'm on season 2, and I can only really briefly remember the college years as well, like when they go to college. So I can't wait to get to them seasons, because it's going to be like watching a brand new show for me. Yeah, so that's exciting. But as I said, I've mainly been watching Christmas films, but I'm going to do like a Christmas roundup kind of video. I'm probably going to call it the Christmas roundup. I don't know. But yeah, the only other thing that I watched was season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has come back. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and not gonna lie, I couldn't remember what happened last season, because it's been so long since I watched it. And so I had Jake sitting there with me watching it, because he's recently binged to catch up to me. So he had to explain everything, what was going on, just so I could remember. Yeah, but good so far. I've heard the ending's really good. I don't actually know what happens. Like, I've done really well, I think, to stay away from certain spoilers this year, considering we're all at home, we're all scrolling. Like, I feel like I've done quite a good job. I'm quite proud of myself. But yeah, that's kind of the last thing that I really watched, and so it's all just been like, I'm a Celebrity. But should I talk about I'm a Celebrity? I don't know. Maybe I should do another video on I'm a Celeb. Or I could do it, I don't know. I'm enjoying it though. It's weird. It's in a castle. In a castle? I said that weird then. But yeah, it's different. I feel like now that everyone's starting to get voted off, I feel like I'm less invested, which isn't usually the case when it's in I'm a Celebrity, in the jungle. Wow. When they're in the jungle, and I don't know why. But yeah, I think the trials have been a lot smaller, but that's fine. And they've got quite inventive, that drinking trial, they've got quite inventive with what they can give everyone, especially with Bev being like vegan and all that, or vegetarian, whatever it was, I can't remember. But they've done quite well with all that little bits. I think Jordan's going to win. I thought Holly was quite boring, or we didn't get enough screen time to know. And I don't like AJ. I feel like he's a bit like stuck up. I don't know. It just doesn't seem very friendly. I know they're all kind of getting on, it's all in the edit, and so you don't want to say too much, but at the same time, yeah. Because when the whole lineup got announced, I was like, oh, Shane's going to win. But I think Jordan is definitely the front runner, because no one even really knew who he was, unless you follow him from Radio 1. You don't know who he is. And I think he's kind of made himself a star from this as well, which I think will be good for him, really. But yeah, that's all I've really watched. So hopefully I've got time to do another video. I'm going to talk about the Christmas films that I'm watching this year, and a lot of them are Christmas films from like Hallmark. So they're all on Christmas 24. Yeah, and some of them are on Netflix, and a lot of the the Hallmark films are on Netflix and Prime as well. Just the older ones. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little chat about that, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, whether I've actually interested you or not. Most people don't make it to the end of these videos. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.